Right. This is the fun part. This is where now you're no longer qualifying. Now you're actually disqualifying. That's right. You're doing the opposite of everything you've been doing up to this point. Up to this point, you've said, "Hey, are you the correct person?" Yes, I am. Then you said, "Hey, are you interested in selling?" Yes, I am. That qualifies that person to go on to the next conversation with you, where then you're going to ask them questions and you're going to disqualify them. And what this is going to do is it's going to create better quality lead. So this is not a lead. This is actually nothing more than a prospect, or you call them a suspect. You're getting arrested because somebody said something or did something to you, and you're bringing them in, and now they're a suspect, and you're lining them up against the wall, and you're trying to disqualify each and every one of them to get the actual suspect, the actual person who committed the crime. Now, this person raises their hand and they're like, "Yes, I would like to sell my house." You start off with timeline. So this is the 4 pillars: timeline, motivation, condition, and price. In that order: timeline, motivation, condition, price. The very first question: "Hey, are you looking to sell in the next 1 to 3 months? And by the way, what did your agent say about this property?" What we did is we're disqualifying. Are you looking to sell in the next 1 to 3 months? This timeline. They're going to give you an answer on that. And then also, you're going ahead and you're asking them, is it listed? And if it is listed, what did your agent say? But even if it's not listed, do you have an agent? A little bit of psychology there, but think about it. This is a very loaded question, and you're gathering a lot of information so you can disqualify. Because if they come back and say, "I'm interested in selling next 1 to 3 months, please buy my house." But then they go, "Oh, yeah, it's also listed on the market, and we just listed it 10 days ago." Well, now we got to go into another conversation and we got to talk about, well, what has your experience been so far with your property on the market? It sounds like you're probably getting a lot of offers. Why would you even be interested in my offer? Because it's not going to be retail. Do not be afraid to communicate with them the truth. And I feel like that's what a lot of people do on the phones. We're so scared of losing a lead whenever this lead just raised their hand. And now we're in the disqualification process. So they raised their hand. They said, "Yes, I'm interested in selling next 1 to 3 months." Awesome. "Hey, what did your agent say?" "Well, actually, it's just my sister in law. She ran a CMA on it." CMA, which is just the comparable market analysis, which pulls a list of other properties in the area similar to that one. But she actually doesn't have a lot of experience, and I'm unsure what the property is actually worth. What do you think the property's worth? Oh, that's a great question. I'm curious though, is it actually listed with your sister? We need to ask those questions. "Yes, I'm interested in selling next 1 to 3 months." "Hey, no, it's not actually listed with my sister. I'm just using her as a resource." Awesome. Great. "Hey, why don't you list it? I'm curious." If your sister's there, she has a license, surely she can cut you a discount on the listing. Why would you not want to list it with her? Very important question. Again, we're not qualifying, we're disqualifying. So if they respond back in a way where they give you a reason why they do not want to work with an agent, normally there's something going on. Maybe they already know that it's not going to be a good fit for a retail buyer. Maybe they already had a bad experience in the past. It could be a number of reasons. But either way, though, we just disqualified them 2 different ways. Timeline: why do they not list it on the retail market? It is always in this order. We need to always ask the question, why would you not want to list it on the MLS or the retail market, where that is literally the largest buyer pool that you have access to? Why would you not want to get top dollar? Because if you list it, you're getting top dollar. But if you do list it, these are the negatives. It's going to take a little bit longer than what we could buy the property for. You're going to have to pay agent fees and closing fees, but we can pay all those for you, right? And there's a couple of other things too that we definitely benefit them. Now, make sure as you go down through here, you're checking the boxes. So timeline, less than 30 days, 30 to 90 days, 90 plus days, unknown. Listed, yes or no, and only check one, please. If they are working with a real estate agent, we need to grab their name, grab their phone number, and grab their email address. If you're only able to get the real estate agent's name, you can simply put it into a Google search and you should be able to get the phone number and email pretty quickly. This will also buy you credibility with your seller. And you can also talk to them, say, "Oh, hey, listen, you don't even have to worry about grabbing the agent's phone number right quick. Let me just email or search for them really quick. I'm sure it'll pop right up in the Google search." And you just hang on for 1 second if you don't mind, right? You put them on hold, let them wait. Don't do it overboard, but a little silence, a little awkwardness on the phone goes a long ways when you're disqualifying. All right, so that's the timeline, and why don't you list it?